Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you are fine and enjoying your good health. I am your teacher, Ma'am Rimsha, and this is your social studies lesson. So, let's start our class. The learning objectives of this lesson are: by the end of this lesson, you would be able to know the path and significance of River Indus, to learn the information about Indus Valley cities that are Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, to know about archaeologists, and to know about Cubit. So class, today we are going to learn and revise our unit number 7, that is Indus Valley. We will learn about River Indus, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, archaeologist, and Cubit. Class, as we have discussed about tricart in our previous lesson, that archaeologists found tricart made of clay. This shows how full-size carts might have been like. So we know from this tricart that Indus Valley people had wheels and they used animals to pull carts. But class, can you tell me that why archaeologists only found this tricart? Why they didn't get full-size carts? Think about it. Okay, I will tell you. Archaeologists only found tricarts and no full-size carts because tricarts were made of clay, so they didn't rot away. As you know, that clay didn't rot away easily or quickly, but the full-size carts would be obviously made of wood, so with the passage of time, would rot away. This is the reason that archaeologists not found full-size carts. They only found tricarts, as you can see in this picture. Class, in this picture, you can see Dholavira city. This city is the 5th largest Harappan site and most prominent archaeological site. This site contains ruins of Indus Valley civilization. Archaeologists found some evidence from this city which tells us about the people of Indus Valley. Archaeologists found bead workshops in the city of Dholavira. There were tools for bead making, and beads were made from bone, ivory, shells, metal, and precious stones. So class, what can you see in this picture? Yes, these are blocks of different size and weight. These are not only the blocks but the weights from Mohenjo-daro. Weights from Mohenjo-daro show that the people measured and weighted the things they traded. So class, what can you see in this picture? In this picture, you can see a statue. This is the Indus Valley artifact called Priest King. He is the iconic representation of Indus Valley. And this statue was found at Mohenjo-daro archaeological site. Now I am going to tell you more about Priest King. So what can you see in this picture? Yes, it's a Priest King statue from Mohenjo-daro. This might be a king, ruler, god, religious leader, noble person, or it might be someone else. Class, now we will read about a new term, that is seals. It may be a new term for you, but don't worry, I will tell you that what were seals in Indus Valley. Indus Valley people had a type of writing with pictures and shapes. Those writings and shapes were very different. We are not familiar of those writings, so they used to write and draw the shapes on seals. Now I will show you the picture of seals. The ancient Indus Valley people had a type of writing with pictures and shapes. You can see this writing on the seals. Class, do you know what are seals? Okay, no problem, I'll tell you. The archaeologists dug up pictures on flat tiles in Mohenjo-daro. They called these as seals because the pictures are cut so that they could be used for stamping a soft material like wax or clay. So what can you see in this picture? What can you see? Yes, it's a drawing on flat tile. The ancient Indus Valley people had a type of writing with pictures and shape. As I've told you that you can see this writing on the seals. But nowadays no one knows how to read it. We don't know what language they spoke. And what can you see in this picture? It's the Harappa city. The Harappa city had an organized and regular layout. Class, in this picture you can see the ruins of Harappa. The bricks from the buildings were taken to make a base from the railway between Karachi and Lahore. So class, now what can you see in this picture? Yes, it's a well. In this picture you can see an old well from Mohenjo-daro. So class, do you know that the cities of Indus Valley did not grow little by little from the villages? People planned these trees and buildings. So in this picture you can see that there were public wells and underground drains. Many houses had wells and toilets with drains. Some had toilets upstairs and drains made from clay pipe inside the walls. The drainage system was one of the most remarkable features of Harappan city. All the streets and lanes across neighborhoods in Mohenjo-daro had drains. In addition, there was also a system for managing wastewater inside the houses with vertical pipes in the walls as well as drains for bathing floors that flowed towards the street drains. And the street drains were typically made of baked brick with special shaped bricks to form corners. And as you know that the drains were mostly covered and hidden underground. They were covered by a layer of baked brick which was laid across the side walls of the drain. The wider drains were covered with extra long bricks such as that at the Great Path as we have seen it before. So in this picture you can see Mohenjo-daro streets with drains. Now we will discuss some reasons that why Indus Valley civilization came to end. There may be some reasons, so let's discuss them. The first reason may be that Indus River dried up. There was no water for drinking and irrigation, which result into starvation. The next reason could be the natural disaster like flood or earthquake. So people went away and cities began to crumble, means destroy. Another reason may be that people caught dangerous diseases like malaria. They died due to different diseases. So these may be some reasons that why Indus Valley civilization came to end. Now we are going to discuss this flowchart. We will discuss that what we know about the Indus Valley people and how we know. Indus Valley people made jewelry because there was a beads workshop. They knew how to make wheels and how to use them because archaeologists found a toy cart. They could write because they had seals for writing. Now let's wrap up our lesson. The toy cart made of clay shows what full-size carts might have been like. Indus Valley people had measures for weight and length. Priest King statue was also found from Mohenjo-daro. The people moved out of the cities. They caught different diseases. So class, the home task is to learn and revise the main points from book page number 44 to 47. Watch this lesson again if you have any confusion. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson and you have learned a lot. Now it's time to say goodbye. Take care of yourself, class. Allah Hafiz.